Hebrews 6:11 and 12 says, "And we desire that each one of you show the same diligence so as to realize the full assurance of hope until the end, so that you will not struggle, but be imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises." Well, if you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is Hebrews 6, and I encourage you to read that passage. Here the author of Hebrews makes an application for what he's been talking about. He's telling believers that they are to act as believers have in the past, and because of those actions, they will have the assurance of hope until the end. The principle is this: those who continue to walk in the steps of Christ has walked before them will have more assurance in their walk the farther they go. It should be a given that the longer a person is walking with Christ, the more confident they will be in their walk with Him. It only stands to reason that the more you know about someone's nature, the more confidence you will have in that person if they show his nature to be truthful and secure. The longer we walk with Christ, the more we see His true nature and the more we can call on Him because of that nature. Now, unfortunately, it's the case more often than not that those who have known the Lord the longest are the least likely to have a dynamic relationship with Him. They might believe that they have gotten to know all that they need to know about their Christian walk. Now, this is certainly not everyone, but I'm sure it is a majority of people. So how is it that we can get to know Christ and God better? Well, there are three simple and distinct activities that we can participate in. The first is by fellowshipping with one another in worship. When we take several hours out of the week to spend time together as a community, we will grow in Christ. Secondly, it's to learn how to pray. Prayer is not just asking God to produce things for us. Prayer is sharing our heart and soul with God so that He might minister to it. And finally, we must spend time in getting to know Christ and God through His Word. Each of us should be involved in a reading program that allows us to spend at least 15 or 20 minutes per day reading from His Word. Now, if you do all of these things, you'll grow in Christ and be an example to others.